So the first exercise here is the leg kick, taking the inside leg, just kicking straight up with our foot flexed, and just take the leg back and let the knee bend a little bit as it comes back, stretching the hip flexors, and then the hamstrings on the way up. Okay, now we'll do the side. Hands up against the wall, lean into it a little bit. Let the leg come across your body and just swing back and forth like a pendulum. Getting the inner and outer thighs, the abductors and adductors there. But just make sure the leg doesn't have too much stress in it. It just swings freely at the hips. You're getting your trunk moving a little bit back and forth. We want 10 of those on each side as well. Okay, that's good. And then we're going to go right into the squats. So just our normal squats with our hips back, hips in, weight on the heels when you go down. Pop your hips back in on the way up. 10 reps of those. And then the reverse lunges. Arms over your head. So as we step back, we're stretching that back hip flexor. All the stress comes into the front heel as you stand. Stand all the way up. So as much as this is a strengthening exercise, it's a stretching exercise as well for that back hip flexor. Now we're going to go to the side lunges. Hands on the hips or out in front of you. Big, deep lunge with your hips back. Drive yourself back to the middle. Most importantly there, we keep our chin up, because everything else will follow. So again, when you squat on this as well, when you squat to the left there, you see the weight in the heel, and then drive back with the foot very flat, back to the middle. Okay? That's good. Okay, now we're going to go to the side planks. Okay, so side plank raises. Feet are stacked on top of each other. The shoulder is directly, or the elbow is directly underneath the shoulder. Hips come down, the thighs barely touch the floor, and then you pull back up. Making sure we don't twist down towards the ground or way up towards the ceiling. You stay nice and flat the whole way there, just up and down. So we'll do each side on those, and then we'll fold the mat up a couple times. And then we're on our knees here. We want to create a lot of straight lines here. We straight line with our hand directly on the outside of our knee. Our hips are in, our leg is out, and our toes pointed, and our bicep is near our ear. Okay, so now we're going to bring our knee in towards the chest, and then point the toe, landing right underneath the hips. Lean in towards the chest, leg out, trying to stay parallel to the floor. Also, what we're trying to do is create this 90-degree angle here from the knee at the knee joint, so this heel doesn't come back towards your glutes. The foot stays out in front of you. Okay. A couple more of those. Nice and slow, just like that. Okay, and you hit that on each side as well. So now we'll roll the mat back out, and then we're going to do the glute stretch. So we want this glute stretch that we've done to stretch all these adductors back out. So we want to tuck the heel in underneath the opposite leg. And then you can go down, reach out, straight out in front. And we want to hit this on 3 different planes. We want to go straight out. We want to come out to the side, making sure we don't roll over onto this hamstring. We stay nice and flat. And then we come back out about 45-degree angles on the other side. Again, making sure that you don't roll over onto your right side there. Okay? And now another glute stretch here. An upper hamstring, where that glute ham insertion is up against the wall. So we pop our hips up against the wall. And as we get more flexible with this movement, you just keep trying to push your hips closer to the wall, as well as bringing this foot that's out in front on the floor, bringing that in as well. Okay, so all 3 of these stretches we're going to hold for maybe 10 to 15 seconds. This stretch you can hold for a little bit longer, 20, 30 seconds. And then we're going to also use the stairs over here to show the hip flexor stretch. So now we have a big split here. And again, we'll take both arms up over the head, keeping our shoulders directly over our hips. We have a 90-degree angle here and at the ankle, so that's how we know that our foot is where we want to put that front foot. And we want to hit this on 3 different planes as well. So we have straight on here, and then we're going to open up our hips And that's going to get us more our inner thighs, our adductors, our psoas. And then we're going to turn across this way, which will have a little bit less flexibility at, but we're going to get those abductors, those outer hip flexors as well there. Okay, holding those each maybe 15 seconds.